What's going on? This is Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Hope everything is good with you and your family. Listen, before I get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. This is episode 180. Sounds really bizarre to have 180 episodes, but I thank God for it. And I thank God for my subscribers. Once again, please subscribe to the channel. Your support is definitely needed and necessary. And once again, it's greatly appreciated. So this particular topic and episode, it's about processing. So the actual, topic is once you process it, once you process it. We all go through different things at different times in our life where sometimes it's so hard to figure out what is going on. It's hard to process because there's so many things happening so quickly, and it's hard to put things in order when things are happening back to back to back so rapidly, right? So I decided to sit down and do an episode on this. Once you process it, what do you do after that? So things are happening rapid fire. You can't figure it out. You can't make heads or tails of it. You just know it's happening, right? You need to take a deep breath and take a step out of this situation if you can. Process it, understand what's happened, come out of the shock of it all when it happens, because you can't deal with what's going on in real time if you're still in it in real time. It's almost like you have to let whatever that is go through, step back out of it, process it in your mind, even write down everything that happened if need be to really get it in its proper frame, and then start to think, how am I going to deal with this situation? How am I going to deal with this situation? How am I going to deal with this individual or group of people? However, whatever it is, process it first. And once you process it, now you start to develop a blueprint as to how you're going to deal with it moving forward. So in retrospect, don't make an emotional decision, because that's when we usually make mistakes. Process it first. Don't react to a situation or a person or group of people. Once we process it, then you sit down and you make the appropriate movement and decisions. You can't make a decision when you're upset. Hard to do. It's really hard to do. You can't make a decision when you're upset. Reason being, 9 times out of 10, you're going to make a mistake, because that decision isn't made in a sound mind, body, and spirit. That decision will be made out of anger. That decision will be made out of high emotions. Once you take a step back and you can process what's going on, then it's easier to put it, like I said, it's putting it in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost framing it. You're putting it in its proper place, which will allow you to make the proper decisions. And let's be fair, none of us is perfect. So maybe the decision you make might not be the best decision at that particular time. But I can assure you this, it's better to make a decision once you processed it than it is to make a decision out of emotions. 9 times out of 10, I think you'll come out on the other side a lot better once you process the situation. People say things, people do things, circumstances happen. You can only hold yourself accountable to what you do and what your reactions are. That's it. You can't make somebody do anything they really don't want to do. And this is why processing information and processing situations and breaking it all down is so important, because that's part of life. That's the personal growth that we all go through. But you have to process it first. You have to understand what's really going on. And sometimes, to be honest with you, it's not even the point of reason when certain things happen, because people are people, man. People are people. They're going to tell you things that 1 minute it sounds good. You process that information, the next minute is different. How do you react to that? How do you deal with that? You have to process it. And once you do, your patience, the ability to process the situation will allow you to make the best decision in that situation. Don't make the decision based off your emotions. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to come out right. Make your decision based off of processing it first and then framing it for the best outcome for you and your family. That's all you can do. Listen, I thank you for your time. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I'll see you next week. Take care.